Welcome to week 2 of the PlayStation 4 National Premier League. What a massive week it's going to be. And this week as well, our sponsor, Essential Sports Products. If any of the clubs, any of the players out there need GPS, these are very affordable. Go to the FFSA website. Couple of stars we've got in this week. Harley Jep from Cumberland, welcome.
Good to meet you.
And Michael Deluzio from MetroStars. What about you blokes first up? New team back into the top flight this year. 3-0 over Blue Eagles.
Yep, it was a great win last Monday night. And we're just happy to get our first win and get off to a great start.
Yeah, and it was a great start. Blue Eagles are a very, very handy side, and we know they're always a tough club. Jace Cummins, who's about 53 years of age now, still running around and scoring goals. He scored 2.
Yeah, 2 penalties.
Well, they both penalties, were they?
Yeah, they were.
So as soon as there's a penalty, he just runs in and says, right, I'm taking it.
Yeah, he just pushes everyone out of the way. Doesn't have to work hard for his goals, really.
Michael, your game last week against Bacala, I was lucky enough to be there. Very tough game, wasn't it? Very tight. It was 0-0. But a game played in 2 halves because perhaps of the wind, but they had it all one half and then you had it. But it was really tight, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. There wasn't much between the game, and obviously the wind played a big part in it. And I think it was both sides were quite calculated. First half they played with the wind and really attacked us. We were able to hold off and go into the break at 0-0. And second half we threw everything at them with the wind and unable to score a goal. Julian pulled off a couple of great saves at the end, and probably a fair result at the end.
Yeah, it was 0-0. But and it's the old cliche about can a 0-0 game be exciting? Well, it was. It was a very, very good game to watch. I want to ask you about a lad, and this tells you a bit about your squad, how strong you perhaps are. Tim Henderson came off the bench, and even our lads commented and said, if he's on the bench, you've got a very, very good side.
Yeah, we've got a lot of depth this year actually, and we've had a couple of young boys that have come through that have really stepped up. So they've made their way into the squad of 18. Tim Henderson was probably a little bit unlucky not to start on the weekend. But it just goes to show that, in particular at the back, there's a lot of depth this year.
Fabian Barbiero played a very good game and had a couple of cracking shots at goal.
Yeah, look, he's awesome. So on his day, he'll have the ball on the string and you can't get near him. And on the weekend it was certainly his day.
Yeah, Harley, I'm looking forward to you scoring in the next week or two, because I am told on the grapevine that as soon as you score a goal, you know exactly where the photographer is and you run over there and do your big celebration. Is that true or not, or is that a bit unfair?
That's a stitch up. Yeah, I love the camera.
That's good. All right, tell me about the rise of Cumberland, having to come up. You've had to recruit well. We've already talked about Jace Cummins, and I talk tongue-in-cheek about him. He is a fabulous player. There's no doubt about that. Has been for a long, long time. Who else is impressing in your side at the moment?
Well, yeah, as you say, we recruit well year after year. And obviously we brought in Evan, Kunavelis, and Folletti. And they played really well on Monday night. And then we've still got Tom Guttormson to play. He's not fully fit yet, but great.
Let's look at a couple of the other results from last week before I talk about this week's games. But, West Adelaide have sent a sign to the competition, haven't they? I mean, Tom Briscoe scored 4 goals, so he has started the season in amazing fashion. But 5-0 over Croydon, that's a bit scary, isn't it?
Very scary, very scary. Didn't expect that. Didn't see that result coming at all. I think in the last couple of years, it's always been tight between the two sides. So I think that sent a bit of a shock to the whole league, to be honest with you.
Yeah, for sure. And Harley, I think the other team that we're all looking at the moment is probably Comets, because they're a little bit unknown. They've been competitive for a couple of years, but everyone's talking about them, saying that they may have recruited the best of all. Yeah,
they've recruited really well. And I think their depth is really what's going to help them out throughout the year. So
they've got a lot of goal-scoring ability, I think, a lot of attacking-type players.
Definitely, definitely.
Now, you two play in the match of the round this weekend, but some other very, very good matches. West Adelaide playing Campbelltown. That's going to be a cracker.
Yeah. Well, it'll be interesting to see how Briscoe goes this week here. He's probably up against the best defender in the league in Ian Fife. So I'm not sure if we'll have the same sort of success he had against the boys on the weekend, Croydon. So it'd be an interesting one, that's for sure.
All right. Now, speaking of Croydon, when you come off a 5-0 loss, I think you'd be on your guard, and I guess the coaches would be working overtime. But Harley, they play West Torrens Bacala this week, so Croydon would definitely want to play a lot better and bounce back.
As you said, when you lose 5-0, you've really got a point to prove in the next game. So they're going to be really up for it, I reckon.
Boys, thanks for coming in. It's another massive round this weekend. Once again, thank you to our sponsor, Essential Sports Products. Now, they've got great GPS, very affordable GPS for any clubs or players out there. Enjoy the National Premier League this weekend, and thanks to PlayStation 4. Thanks to Harley, and thanks to Michael. Well done, boys. Thanks Harley.
Cheers.
Good on you.
Mate.